yet cosmopolitan, historic and modern, changing and honoring its past. Locals say Northampton, Massachusetts is the best of all worlds.
It has the tight-knit feel of a very small community, but the offerings and eclectic population of a larger city.
I drive by cows when I'm picking up sushi to go, right? So I have everything I need about a cool city and everything I want from a very rural, calm area.
It's very supportive. No matter what you do here, you'll find a support system.
The city of approximately 29,000 people is about a 2-hour drive west of Boston. It's bordered on the east by the Connecticut River, and I-91 runs through from north to south.
This area is also known for a unique partnership between 5 colleges within a 10-mile radius: UMass Amherst, Amherst, Hampshire College, Mount Holyoke, and Smith College in Northampton.
We are like a smart, sassy, passionate group of people.
Northampton is also a place to find art, music, and a busy, historic Main Street.
I think everyone...
During our visit, we took a walk with Mayor Gina Louise Schara. She took office in January of 2022, the first Smith College alum to hold the position.
One of the reasons I chose to go to Smith is because I was so enamored with Northampton when I came to visit.
One of the items on Mayor Schara's agenda is continuing an effort to revamp travel along Main Street.
We have this wonderful, beautiful Main Street. It's a very wide space, which I think makes for a lovely vista, but it actually makes it kind of hard for pedestrians and for bicyclists.
In fact, the city says Main Street is dangerous. On average, there's 1 crash a week on the less than half-mile stretch.
This Picture Main Street project is going to create more space for people and make it easier for bicyclists and pedestrians.
Construction is a few years off, but farther down Main Street, one project will get going sooner. The city will add color-changing LED lights to the Bridge Street underpass, linking Main Street and the Paradise East neighborhood, now experiencing a renewal of its own.
We really view this lighting project as a way to make a very welcoming sort of entrance to Paradise East for people, and so they realize that really Main Street doesn't stop at that section.
Not far from that underpass, Main Street is also in focus at historic Northampton, on a different scale and from a different time, the 1800s.
A new idea of Main Street in like 1820s and 30s, of the idea of the small town putting their best face toward the thoroughfare.
Co-directors Betty Sharp and Laurie Sanders chose this era for a number of reasons.
One is that the railroad is here and has been here for a couple of years, and the other is that the canal is still here at the other end of Main Street, which is now State Street.
This is 1847. At that point, Sojourner Truth is walking here.
And she's speaking there, and so is Frederick Douglass.
The evolution of Main Street allows historic Northampton to show how this city has changed and the ways it hasn't.
Main Street is in the same place now as it always was, so it had a chance to grow over time.
And much like the permanence of Main Street, Sanders says the enduring landscape of Northampton is essential to its identity.
There's a lot of conservation land. We can go to the landscape where Sojourner Truth preached. We can go to the landscape where Jonathan Edwards walked and took inspiration. We can walk along some of these same footpaths that Native people walked. So I love thinking about, okay, who's walked here?
Well, not everyone is excited about Northampton's redesign. Some business owners are concerned about having enough parking spaces and other changes to the area, but the city has assured them that they are going to work to try to address their issues.
We also mentioned some of the famous people who have called Northampton home, and there are a lot of them, but one we didn't mention, Calvin Coolidge. Calvin Coolidge was elected mayor in Northampton in 1909, an early step, of course, in a political career that would take him to the White House.
All right, coming up, a place where everybody knows your name.